6 tips on prioritizing. The video should actually be named Organize, Focus, and Get Her Done. I have a contractor friend of mine, and he's always behind the 8 ball when it comes to paying taxes, paying his bills, or even just getting out estimates. This doesn't usually bother me unless he's unable to make maybe a sporting event or dinner or function because he's swamped. And then I get annoyed. The reality with him is that he just isn't organized, and he wastes a ton of time spinning his tires instead of being productive. So these 6 tips on prioritizing are for him. You might get something out of it as well, but I use them all the time. The first thing is make a to-do list. Talked about it before. Personally, I found that using a to-do list is one of the best things I can do for my productivity. Make a list and keep track of your tasks instead of trying to memorize and think of what you need to do for your memory. A list will give you a clear idea of what needs to be accomplished and help you identify high priority tasks. And then you need to decide which tasks and activities will generate the most benefit for you and your business. It's going to make you the money. Each day there are so many different things fighting for your time. But with a to-do list, I've always found that I know which ones are the most critical and what I need to do first. If I get everything done on the list, then I can move on to secondary, lesser important things. I write down a to-do list at the end of the night, and I make that list for the next day. Or if I don't get to it, I'll do it in the morning before I start work. Number 2 is prioritize. Which tasks could you handle another day? In other words, if you could face no consequences by moving a task forward, then move it forward. Move it another day, another week. Get it out of your way and focus on the critical stuff. Know the difference between what's important and what's urgent. Important means it needs to get done. But urgent means that it must be done, and it's got to be done immediately. So knowing the difference between those two will make prioritizing a lot easier for you. Number 3 is focus on your list. That means focusing on one project at a time. Most of us, we have ideas for more things than we can actually ever accomplish. So resist the urge to start something new until you have at least achieved some success in your current project or finished it, and then move on. And be realistic about how much available time you really have, and make sure that you're giving yourself enough time or a chance to succeed in everything that you're attempting on your list. Number 4 is show me the money. And that's important, guys. Recognize what makes you money in your business and focus on that first. Number 5 is be realistic. Realize that you can't do everything. Maybe you need to delegate, but realizing this will help you prioritize your tasks. And number 6, and most important, I think, is organize your office space. Use a calendar and a schedule book. Keep track of appointments and jobs and estimates. Create a well-labeled filing system and use it. We've talked about this in other videos. Have a messaging system set up on your phone, and then set aside time to return phone calls every day. And also make sure that you're paying your bills and doing your paperwork. Set time aside to do that. If you don't schedule it, you will blow it off. Guys, if you practice these 6 tips on prioritizing, it will help you be more organized, efficient, and productive. It worked for me. It works for a ton of people. Give it a try. Leave a comment. Let me know what things you do to make you organized and efficient. I'd love to hear from you.